No success. Although, what does
Oof.
your mental benefits are? Just let me check.
Yeah, mental spring.
Spring up. Here it is. Seduce or attract someone, which is not what you're trying to do. So, nope. You don't really manage to seem to convincing, and you seem starting to get up and say, "It's all right. I just need to go a bit further. Then I'll come back. I'll go back from here. Fine. Thank you."
In what is definitely a very smart move, I say this sarcastically, Ren is gonna put a hand on the door so the guy can't leave.
He
And
freezes.
just be like, see, I don't want to handle this, even a little. However, a changeling just wandering around aimlessly, doing whatever they please, is going to raise some brows eventually. And as my friend here said, it's not safe for you or the baby, so I would suggest that you come with us to meet the king and see what he has to say about this.
Do me a presence intimidation.
Oh god, this is gonna go real well.
Can I actually weigh in on that? Like, help with the intimidation roll?
If you want to be intimidating and trying to
Because I'm
probe it,
like just walk up behind Ren and try and look big and intimidating and like don't fuck with us. And
sure. Then you can roll. You can roll presence intimidation before Ren, and each success you have will give Ren another dice.
Okay.
Okay, and I've got a bigger than you specialty. Does that apply?
Yes, it does.
Cool.
Also, Ren has bonus die equal to his mental.
Cool.
Oh God.
Well, it's all right.
Okay. So presence, intimidation. I've got bonus die.
Yes, from your mental,
My
as much as you have dots in it.
As much as I have what?
Dots in it.
In mental.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Sorry, I keep hearing
Yes.
mantle as mental with an E.
No.
Okay. Good work.
Wow. Well,
All right. Woo!
doesn't really seem
Nice.
to be having any of it. And you can see him just slowly reaching for his dagger. Mm,
Now, okay.
yes.
No, go on. Sorry.
No, go on. I was looking at something.
Now, okay. I realize that didn't do anything for you. However, and I cannot emphasize this enough, if you're hoping to remain safe with your baby, this is really the only option you have here. The more you just wander around, the more likely you are to eventually be caught.
Mm,
It does nothing for him.
you can try the manipulation persuasion -2 because he's not really in the mood to hear you right now.
Yep.
So someone just tried to, intimidate him for some reason.
Thing is, Varvin is personally pretty worried about the baby's safety, but he's also like holding the baby, so we can't really tackle him or anything without risking turning it into pig goo.
He stopped reaching for his dagger and just put both his arm on the baby, try to protect him. All right.
All right. Okay. Good.
So, do any of you have a car?
I may have one, but I don't have drive, so I may not have one.
You can go walk if you want to. It's not that far.
Let's just take a little stroll, shall we?
Yay, stroll.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, thank you. The music that indicates our awesome
Oh.
status.
I was thinking, do you think we should maybe walk there through the hedge, so we don't like attract attention from
Yeah, that's
your
it.
fetch and stuff?
Well, you could try, but walking through the edge is dangerous. Well, it's not that. It's always a journey. It's always difficult. The edge fights. Well, not fights, but the edge always try to take you off roads and making you lost.
Yeah, I
Just
could always.
walking would work.
Yeah, I can invoke. Yeah, through the hedge, I can invoke the Pathfinder contract.
I've got the Pathfinder and I've got Hedge Sense too, so we can. I think we can navigate it pretty well.
Right. There's plenty of us that can actually stick together and travel, so this should work out well.
Uh, well, you could try. Certain. Do you want to go through the edge or to the real one?
Well, I'm fine with the hedge, but that's depends on the others.
Yeah, I think the hedge would hide us a lot better. Well, from mundane eyes, anyways.
All right.
And since he seemed to like, I asked him directly, like, you're sure that the people who are chasing you can't go through the edge at all?
I'm not sure he knows the answer to that one.
Yeah, if he just got out, he probably doesn't even know what the hedge is.
He seems to know what the edge is. He's been traveling a bit, and he said,
Maybe not understand how it works or who can go in or go out.
"You don't really know." He doesn't really seem focused right now on anything really, other than his own safety. Just a second. Okay. All right. So you on a throw. So you want to go to the the freehold.
We do, I believe.
Who's leading?
Hmm.
Sounded like Varvun.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
you're
someone
there,
with a
then.
hedge sense.
Someone with Hedge Sense and Pathfinder. I don't remember exactly the Just
I've got it right here if you want to see.
let me look for the. Yeah,
What does
sure.
actions do again? Let me check.
Did you
Ah,
put it in Roll20 or?
I just put it on the Roll20, yes.
2 dice bonuses. All right. Very well.
Okay, so can I locate the freehold using this?
You certainly can. Yes.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna burn 1 point of glamour.
You don't really have to look
Oh,
at the
yeah.
catch.
Oh yeah, the loophole.
Yes.
Well, so yeah, let's get out, lock the doors, because we're cautious.
Okay.
And then yeah, I'm gonna find the nearest patch of thorns, pluck a thorn from the hedge, leave a little drop of blood on it and try and locate the freehold. I don't think there's a roll for this one.
No, I
It's
don't think
automatic.
there is. It's automatic. You are a beast though, so you
I do.
normally.
I'm going to. Yeah, I can locate also creatures around us. Is that it, or
Yes, you can know if there are nearby creatures and if they mean, well, if they want to have bone, if they have bone to pick with you. Right now, no, there's no nearby creature.
So a nice, safe journey.
nice?
Well, you
and
know,
does it? I suppose you're gonna ask for like a wayfinding, pathfinding roll, something like that.
yes, you have to do. Let me just chase. I'm gonna ask you wits survival plus your enchants. You
Yeah,
need
hedge
5
things.
successes to find your way.
5 successes.
Yes.
Can we contribute to this to get more
No,
dice?
it's an extended rule.
Does oh, it's an extended roll, so I don't need to do them in one sitting.
No, you don't.
Does the Pathfinder thing give me a further bonus?
No, you just know where to find it, but you still need
Okay.
to navigate the edge. Like you still need to avoid the thorn. Most of the thorn here, most of the area is a swamp, and some ruins of the city of New Iberia manifest themselves in the edge, and they are usually filled with brambles. But most of the thorn here are insects or fish in the water.
So how many rolls do you want to take?
It's one each turn because the edge is fighting you. It's always.
Okay.
Okay.
So do I keep going?
No, it's the age is going. So just how many dice does he have? Do. Let me see. All right. Uh, so- and you're into the freeze, so well, Neural, you managed to find, quick. You are basically leaving the rest in shallow waters between the trees and the thorn field, uh, the thorn field ruins of what should be a bustling town, but in the edge is reflected as, well, as just a phantom town filled with odd goblins. Roll again, please.
I like this side better. It's quieter.
I don't know. I think the hedge has a bad sense of humor about our home.
Kinda.
All right. Roll again, please. You know the path. The path is beaten. Well, it's fairly well entertained, but still.
Yeah, I don't actually go to the freehold too often, since the road changes every day.
Um. Well, this road is kind of well maintained. A lot of people walk on it. It has
Yeah, a lot of
created
people
sort
want
of a
to.
path. Yes, so it's sort of a path by foot, beaten by foot. Hmm. You are nearly there, and you begin to see the lone window that signifies the portal to go back to the real world and to a free roll. Do me another roll, please.
Come on.
And you manage to guide everyone safely back to the real world.
Woo!
I told you it would be easy. Well,
Well, as
gonna-
long as you get your frosted flakes, I know you have enough energy to take us there. Anytime.
exactly. It's my
You
magic.
someone just need to pay point of glamour to activate the portal.
Well, I'll do it. I'll open the portal for.
Very well.
Here we go. And yeah, don't mind the step. I'm still keeping an eye on. Did he actually tell us a name for himself or just the
No,
baby?
didn't. Just
Yeah,
for the
just the
baby.
baby.
He refused to tell us.
We
You
didn't
don't
ask
really
his
ask.
name, I think.
We didn't
No, you
really
didn't.
introduce ourselves either, honestly, but
Yep.
well, he did try to break in, so
That's true.
whenever he feels safer.
Well, I'll let you do the talking with the kids. He's I don't use his big words and it's very intense. Not yeah. Do your thing.
Alright, you arrive at the lovely house with big garden. Like um you can see some people outside of the changelings. Not a lot though. 2 or 3. Most of them you recognize to be summer courtier from the mantle. They are under the supervision of someone you barely know, but you have met once before. This guy seems to be in charge of maintaining the house, and they are adorning the house with the color of summer and symbol of summer. Right? You see that there are still flower crowns representing spring that are being taken down. And yeah, everyone seems to be not, well, a bit busy, but not by much. And you arrive at, well, it's a ruin of a doorway that is in the middle of a garden. You don't really know why, but it serves as a portal to the edge. What do you all do? I assume you go near the house.
Yeah. You said Enzo is there, right?
Yes, he looks back at you as he hear you approach.
I'll like
He's
hold up a hand and wave at him. Hi. Place looks
hello.
great.
Thank you. You know that Enzo is courtless. None of you any of you have a high politics or occult?
I have a cult.
I've got a
Uh,
cold as well.
those who have some kind of occult can roll a wits plus occult.
Nope, I don't know.
You don't know nothing. Anyone else?
There we go.
No, I'm gonna pass on this roll.
Well, Enzo, you see, Enzo has a high weird. That's you're certain of. Is looking more and more fail. His mask is strong, which is why his lack of mental is kind of weird, especially since he seems to always be around this house.
Well,
Clearly
maybe
has some connection to it.
he's probably powerful enough not to need a court.
Well, everyone kind of needs a court, but you're not sure. You never really talk to him for long. Um, you see his eyes stopping on the newcomer. He seems interested. It's a bit hard to. Yes.
Yes, as you can see, we have someone new, a bit of a situation.
Who is he? And is that a baby?
That is a baby. Yep. As for who he is, we don't know, hence why we're here.
All right, come inside. You all follow Enzo back into the house. The interior is pretty spacious, pretty classy. It's not well. It looks more expensive than what any of you could afford. But then again, it's the center of power of the freehold. So, Enzo begins to lead you through a big pair of stairs on the ground floor to a room where you went before when you all swore your allegiance to your court. Oh, sorry. It's a throne room. Right now, it's a big. It has the size of ballroom, so it's big enough to accommodate the entirety of freehold. There are windows, but most of the time the curtains are drawn to evade any sort of intention, and there's no furniture except for a throne that is carved from a sort of white wood. You're not really sure what. In the throne room, though, you can see Damas, the king of summer, sitting on the throne, reading a stack of papers. And when he hears the door approaching, opening, sorry, not approaching, he looks up and look to all of you. You can see that Damas has a crown on his head. He has a crown of sorry. Oh. He has a crown of summer. Mahogany branch, animals leaf braid together in a. It wraps down into magnificent bracelets. You can also sense the heat in the room. There is a miniature, what looks like miniature suns, floating just above between his two horns,
Shiny.
illuminating the room. Fold a stack of paper, put it in the pocket. Tighten his grip on his throne. Enzo. Enzo bow a bit and said, "Well, those very slight issue that apparently require you." You can hear the baby begins to cry a bit because of the heat, and the changeling is desperately trying to shush him to calm him.
Yeah, I move close to the baby, see if my winter mantle will provide a bit of relief.
Against that of the king, no, not at all. Especially since summer is the opposite of winter. When summer is in power, winter is at its weakest. Damas makes a sign for you all to approach.
Okay.
Yeah. Martin takes a bow, says, "Moi."
Says what?
Yeah,
Huh?
I didn't catch
that's what he
that.
said.
All right. Damas rolls his eyes when Martin says that. He looks expectantly at the rest of you. Do any of you bow?
Ren bows.
I do.
I will. I think I know that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do kind of saying hello, my lord.
And those Lucy bows. Didn't hear it. Hello?
Yeah, I said yes. She does.
Alright, no problem. Very well. What seems to be the problem? Who is he? Point at
Well, sorry, go on.
He points at a new changeling, and your guest seems to just really be nervous. He doesn't speak, he just tries to shush baby to rock it, even though the baby is calm now.
Twitch will go ahead and step up to explain. This poor guy is scared and alone, and I don't think he has a place to stay.
He
But on
tried
top of
to-
that, we have a bit of a situation with the baby.
See that? Yes.
I'm afraid that if he goes anywhere, he might end up getting picked up by the police, and might not end up staying very long with us.
Hmm. Enzo! You hear the door reopening. Yes, my king? Call Juliet here. Yes. Very well. When again, the creepy wizen closed the door back. Durance. Alright. You. What is your name? Your changing guest looks around and says, Bastion, where do you come from? I don't know. How long have you been out of phone? I don't know. He looks at the rest of you and says, since how did you stumble upon it?
He tried to get into our hollow this morning.
says he that he fled through the hedge.
We think there might be someone chasing him.
Well, that much is obvious. For
Yes.
us.
Supposedly his fetch.
He's fetch. Well, it is baby. Is it? Where did he get it?
So his baby brother?
So he said.
Not sure. So he says. And apparently there was something about a church, but he got really mad when we mentioned it.
I've looked at the abduction reports, and there was a baby taken from a family from a small Christian community yesterday night. So I thought this might be it. It's like not very far away.
I see. He looks down at Bastion, who seems more and more agitated by Damas. And there's an uneasy silence in the room, which is broken by the door opening yet once again, and you'll see Juliet, this woman, entering the room. You know Juliet as the Queen of Spring. Sorry, not the King. She is wearing a beautiful dress that seems to be made out of, you're not sure, sunlight, cloud. It's really something from the edge. But it's a summer dress. Something nice, simple, but still very beautiful. As she
Sorry,
approaches,
that's the queen of which season?
Spring,
Spring. Ah,
you're a queen.
I bow.
so
Likewise.
beautiful. I bow. I kneel.
We bow again.
She has a smile and say, "You can get up. It's alright. I'm not the queen at the moment."
Oh,
Damas,
sorry.
you Enzo briefed me a bit. Uh, what's the matter with hello? Shook a Bastion with and you can see her just smiling. And Damas looks at Juliet saying, "Thank you, Juliet. I would like you to accommodate our new guest for the moment. Well, can you accompany him to one of our room and try to help him settle down a bit?" Of course, I will. Um, begins then begin to seems to begin to protest. Um, but uh, you see Juliet like walking very casually towards Bastion and putting a hand on his shoulder and say, "Oh, that's a beautiful baby. What's your name?" She began to bombard him with questions and in a cold tone to try to calm him down and lead him outside of the room, which seems to work. Uh, Ashim seemed to relax a bit as he walked out of the room, but you can all see that Juliet has, well, she's making sure he's not trying to run away by having good grip on him if she should try. Once, well, three of us are out of the room, must looks at Lucy and says, "So, Christian community, you say? This baby has been... The police knows. Is that right?"
Well, there has been a report of a kidnapped baby. I don't think they know who took him. Since apparently there's a fetch involved, so. And they probably aren't going to look as far as here for a few days, since it would make sense that he'd be there already. But, yeah, they're probably gonna look for the baby at some point around here.
I see. That's bad. I don't need to explain to you why that's bad, right?
Oh, it's definitely bad.
We will prepare defenses. For no, I would like you. We only know his name. Do you know anything else about him?
I know where he's from, since it's probably this little Christian community thing. Small, not many. The parents seem like they're not. Um, from the little I've seen of them, they don't seem like they want revenge or like they aren't angry. They're just want their baby back, which I get.
Understandable. Where is his fetch? Do you have any idea about it?
I don't know. I didn't see him in the report.
I
Hmm.
didn't mention an older brother.
Excuse me, what did you say? Griff?
Oh. The report didn't seem to mention an older brother, though he made himself out to be that.
I see.
And given that I was able to glean his past and see that he was actually running frantically from a church, well, there's probably a good reason in his own mind why he took the child.
He also didn't give us the right name for the kid.
He didn't.
He said the kid was named Julian, and then Lucy said he was actually named... Well, the one that disappeared was named Charles.
Damas frowned. I see. Well, this is what will happen. We will... The this bastion and this baby will stay here for now. Juliet will try to, well, get more from him, and we will keep an eye on it. We already, as you know, summer is in effect, and we are ready to battle. We can defend the place. In the meantime, I want to know who he really is. What's the deal with this? I want to know all of it. If we have any huntsmen, if we have any privateers or edge beast or anything that is following him, that will come. I want you all to go out and report once you find everything.
Can do.
Certainly.
You shall look into it.
Do not engage with anyone, with any of our enemies, unless you're sure you can kill them. We don't want any of them to be aware. We are.
Of course.
Well, we don't actually know an enemy.
What did
Well, I
you
guess
say?
that's part of the problem. We'll find out soon.
Find out. Then get back to the freehold. Ren,
Yes, my lord.
approach.
Ren approaches.
Kneel.
Ren kneels.
You see Damas getting up, stepping down from his throne near Ren, and then you see Damas taking off his crown and putting it on Ren's brow. Instinctually, you can feel a braceplate made of emerald leaf just appearing on yourself, and you can feel the weight of it. I grant you the crown of a black spear for this endeavor. Go with a blessing of summer. Sorry.
I thank you, my king.
Now don't go lose it.
Of course.
That's a pretty big deal.
It is. Those who have any politics or occult can try to roll a wits occult or wits politics.
I'll give it another go. I know that it's really cool.
I mean, yeah, it's like super cool. Varvan must be so jealous. Like, she has such a nice shiny.
Yeah,
It's not
it does
shiny.
shine quite a lot.
You know that a monarch can give his crown to subjects. That doesn't make them the king or the queen, but it does give them some abilities because the crown are made of glamour and they are tokens. Without a catch, they can give some powers to those who hold them. You also know that a king can or a queen can call down his crown from everywhere, from anywhere, when he desires.
I.e., no stealing it and taking it away forever.
No,
And knows losing it for real.
Well, that's good to know that we won't need to be watching Ren at all times to check if nobody's like gonna snatch his crown.
you can also know that you can hide the crown if you wish, just by thinking about it. And you don't have any politics, so that's all. Then let's go back to his throne and see. You see that the sun, the miniature sun that he have, is still here. That was not part of the crown, but it was only his mantle.
Very neat.
Okay. Ren stands and looks a little overwhelmed. Just a little, tiny bit.
Yeah, I mean, no big deal. You just like got the crown from your king, and they're like, it's fine.
Yeah, you know, just a little, like.
You've only been trusted with an invaluable artifact and a task. No pressure.
No pressure.
Valvin smiles like a big goof and claps.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot.
I clap so that Varvin doesn't feel awkward.
So
You
nice.
cannot lose the crown, or someone cannot steal it from you. They can only take it by force.
So don't lose.
Yeah, don't lose.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Okay.
Very well. Now go. If you need any accommodation for your quest, speak to Enzo.
Thank you, my lord. And we won't disappoint.
I certainly hope so. You are
Well,
dismissed.
everyone, looks like the time for planning is at hand.
You are
Yay, I
dismissed.
love planning.
So
So I suppose we'll excuse ourselves out of the throne room, take to like a hallway or side room, and just start talking a bit then.
You certainly can.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'll propose that it seems like there's 3 ways to tackle this. The first is, of course, with our new friend, and seeing if we can get any more information out of him. But he doesn't seem to know very much, unless we wanted to do whatever you did earlier. I say, looking over at Martin.
I don't think that's a good idea. He doesn't seem very cooperative, and even if Queen Juliet managed to like calm him down a little bit, I don't think it's a good idea to go rattle him again.
Right, he's been through enough already.
I mean, you
The
all know
second
what
way
it's
I
like
see-
to get out of the hedge and not know what's going on at all.
Right. The second way I see is that we could go to the location where the child was stolen and investigate up close. Of
Yeah.
course, that means making ourselves a little awkward, and we're gonna have to talk to people, and they might question like why we're so interested in this, and we'll have to like explain to people different things, and that's not that's a lot of talking.
Well, it could be possible to disguise ourselves as police officers. I know I certainly can.
I think that's illegal.
And we're
That,
worried
that is
about
that is
that.
highly illegal.
Well, because we're already doing illegal things, so that's like double illegal. That's like, and he holds up like 2 fingers. Yeah, double.
No. Yeah, it ain't so bad if you can actually assume someone else as a parent.
We could also try to get, I don't know, like try to get police officers drunk and try to get information from them.
That
I
sounds
can get
even
police
more
officers
illegal.
drunk. Hey, it's legal to get a police officer drunk if they share like secret information with us. They're doing the illegal thing, not me.
Okay, maybe you got a point there. But the last option seems to be maybe we could try to retrace his steps through the hedge and see what last happened to him.
It'll be tricky considering the hedge constantly seems to reshape itself.
True,
Hey,
but
but-
there's got to be something to find.
It would be near
We
impossible.
could go to his like village or something.
Right, that was option 2.
The only one who could remember where he went or to which path would be outgoblins.
There you go.
There are very few fixed locations in the edge. Very few.
So we could always ask around there and search and see what we can find. Someone's got to know something.
Yeah, is there a goblin market around?
There is one, yes, but you've never really been to it.
Search around there.
It's a drone market.
That's not a bad place to start.
And it's just to be that side of the freehold territory in the edge. Technically, it's not part of the freehold, but it's not forbidden to go there, but it's basically at your own risk. Nobody's
It's
gonna try.
outside the city limits.
Yes, it's not more dangerous than any other place or market in the edge, but like the kings and queens have no legal authority over it. They have no deal with them. no pledge, no. So you need to navigate and use your own wits and make your own pledge.
So those seem to be our options, unless anyone has any other ideas.
Well, if we could get some, it would be good to get some info from. What was his name again?
Best.
Best. Well, we could get info from him, but yeah, seems a bit compromised. Maybe see with Queen Juliet if she could get some info from him before we leave.
We should probably just put a timer on it. Just come back at a later point when he's not so upset.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I'm more for like going to the town and asking people, like not pretend to be police officers, but there must be a way to find out stuff. It's a small community after all. There's not much that's going on. A baby has been abducted. I think everyone's going to talk about this.
I
Maybe.
could easily assume the form of an owl and eavesdrop on people will come the night.
Yes, I also prefer the option of going.
Maybe we could say that, like, another kid has been taken, and we're wondering, like, if there's a connection, because like we could tell him that, I don't know, maybe some other kid disappeared, and we're trying to find information on that.
I guess private investigators?
Because you're a private investigator, right? Martin. Martin?
Yeah.
You're a private investigator, right?
By trade, yes.
So we can, just pretend we're looking for some other kids, and like we've run out of leads, and we want to learn about this one. 'Cause there's similar stuff.
Yeah, I suppose we could.
So I guess we're all interested in going to the town and talking it up there.
So
Yep.
it seems.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. I think that's our plan of action.
It's well. It's, how long can you all like continue the session? So
What time is it?
well, for me it's 7:50.
Yeah. So I think we can like a little less than an hour and a half, like an hour and 15 minutes would be ideal for us. But if you want to go a little longer, I can always just call and say that we'll be a bit late.
No, it's all right. It's all right. So I just wanted to make sure when you needed to go. We'll go for 45 minutes more. So what do you? So you guys want to go to the town? How? Or do you
I
want to
could
go to the
walk
market
there.
first?
Yeah, how the hell are we getting there?
Could always try and get a taxi.
A cab for 30 miles. Isn't that going to cost a lot?
I suppose we better chip in then. Well, I could actually fly there, but I'm not sure if my Griffin form would be able to carry everyone. Plus, it's a Griffin.
Not sure we can quite carry everyone.
That's what I just said. Well, we could always all of us chip it in to rent a car.
Yeah, guess. But I'm gonna have this work a lot. Bad.
Well, in this case, better rent a minivan.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of makes sense. I could rent it. I mean, I don't mind. It's not like I have anything else to spend my money on. Apart from booze.
Yeah, you can certainly around.
Well, if that's the fastest way.
And also a more subtle.
Yeah, let's rent a car. I can chip in. I don't.
Martin will chip in as well.
I'll take the $2.13 out of my pocket and chip in.
Hello? Oh, sorry.
Hello.
You have no real trouble to rent a car. I mean, it's a big enough town that you can go and rent a small SUV for a couple of days, even if you want to.
Probably like a
Sorry.
rental kiosk with like the one person working there or something.
Yeah, basically. You managed to get yourself a nice car, and who's driving?
Hmm.
Who
Who
has
has
the highest
starts to
dots?
drive?
Can I drive?
How many dots do you have in drive?
I've never driven before. This could be fun.
Yeah, I
Hello.
can't drive either.
Oh,
Well, can I drive then?
You can, even if you don't have dot in drive, you can drive. It's just you're not really.
yeah, you drive a garbage truck. That's like the same, right?
Yeah, that's about the same. A lot slower, but
And you'll be like just taking garbage from one place to another as well. So it's like, you know, basically the same
oh,
thing.
don't be so hard on yourself.
Oh, come on, I'm just joking.
Should
Please
never
don't put
go
us in
to
bags.
That's what Mama said.
You begin the well. It's not really long when you have a car, but you begin to drive. It's about noon. The heat is. Eh, well, some Ren is not really bothered by the heat with his mental. Martin isn't really bothered either. But the rest of you, the heat is kind of overwhelming, not enough to impede any of your action. Impede? Yes, impedes. But still, it's unpleasant. You quickly arrive. You see a little, well, wooden panel with Golden Bridge marked on it. It's really, really small. It's nearby you, and there's not a lot of people here. Uh, Maybe you can see like about, you don't know, 40, 50 houses. There seems to be a farm, and of course there is a rather large and prominent church in the middle of all of it. Most Some people are outside. The women seem to work and um, drying clothes, doing dishes. There's some kids that are playing outside or under the supervision of their father. The whole place has a kind of creepy, happy vibe to it. Like it's a bit too cute, too perfect, and it's gonna be difficult to not like. Some people are voluntarily seeing you and seems to be interested in intrigued by you.
Well, we're not trying to be secretive. Better announce ourselves. Like little village like that, they don't like outsiders and stuff.
Pretty nice.
Well, it's not like they're all staring at us through the windows or anything.
Some
No, they
are.
definitely
Or
are.
are they?
And then
Yep.
closing their blinds suspiciously.
Does anyone has like a cross to like put around their neck so we can be at least a little bit trustworthy?
I don't know. I can
Uh,
make one with sticks.
Not sure if my rosary would it be particularly pleasing to them.
You
I
don't really
certainly don't
know.
have a cross.
Maybe you would have been, but you're a strange bunch, even with a rosary or something like that. Nobody's really is really approaching you. They all look at you from distance for now.
So where do we want to start?
First, let's get our story straight first. That would be advisable.
Private investigators looking for similar cases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right.
Let's get to it then.
You go outside of your cars. Well,
Is there like something that looks like a town hall or something similar?
not really, no. The most prominent building is really the church.
And do I recognize this church?
Yes, it is. It's the same church as one he was running away from.
Yeah. I turn to Lucy and say to her, in French, that's the church I remember.
Well, at least we know it's there.
I'm gonna go to church.
You approach a church. It's a big building for such an old village. On the front of the church, you can see that it's written Church of a Blissful Lady.
All right, is it open right now, or what's going on
Yes,
around
it
here?
seems to be open. There's not a lot of people in it. But the main nave, there is someone just cleaning up the place while just humming a song to herself. It's a lady, and I want Silas, Warren, to give me a resolve composure roll.
Okay.
You are not sure where, but you heard this song before, and you don't know why, but it makes you feel uneasy.
Okay.
You know this song. It's you don't have a lot of good since. Well, you don't know why you're not trusting this song. It's too
Okay.
familiar, and yet you don't remember where you heard it.
Okay.
Don't even remember the lyrics or anything.
So where are we hearing this?
Inside the church, which seems to be a very standard church, and there is this woman cleaning inside with a broom.
There we
Well,
go.
Definitely not Catholic then.
Car. Ah.
And she's just cleaning right now and humming.
Yes, she is cleaning and hunting. She has her back to you and doesn't really seems to have noticed you.
hello, lady.
Hello.
Wait, just oh,
What?
um, all right. Just a moment. Sorry.
Okay.
Uh-oh. So let's see. So we got this church, we got people humming. All we'll probably do is just, I suppose, start pestering her with questions.
Then I wonder if this place sets off our kenning.
Sorry, just a moment.
Yeah, just trying to fill a little dead air with conversation.
Of course, yeah.
She's a vicar. I don't know how to pronounce that.
I think just
Vicar.
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 Vicar. What?
English phonetics make no sense.
Yeah, normally in English it refers to basically a priest of the Church of England or any part of the Anglican denomination.
Huh.
English denomination in French-held territory in the U.S. Okay, cool.
No, yeah.
Well, it's most likely
You
isn't
don't know,
all freaky.
maybe it's an Anglican sect.
Well, the most of Christians in the U.S. Protestants, so
But in Louisiana,
Oh
the majority
gosh.
are still
We're
Catholic.
dealing worse than just regular religious people. We're dealing with Protestants, everyone. Oh no.
the
Um,
price they're
Alright.
here.
We're not going to be running around for long, so we're gonna end the scene once you ask. Maybe we should end before you ask questions and all, because that's gonna be leading to a whole bunch of things. So I think we'll end it
Okay.
there for this week. Again, really sorry for having been this late. I'm really, really sorry.
We'll do better next time.
Yeah. Next time. Well, next week. There won't be any problem this time. So let's go to experience. Everyone gain a bit. So if you don't know if the experience system works, you gain a bit for certain action like dramatic failure or just fulfilling aspiration or condition. And once you have 5, it transcribes into a point of experience. So everyone gain a bit for a session. And did anyone what were your aspirations? Did you make any progress in it, or did it come into play? Because I
Nope.
only had aspiration of someone, and I will just ask you to put your aspiration in your biography of your character sheet.
Oh.
The bio
Okay,
in
I'll go ahead and copy it over there.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So yes, it's
I
yes.
does trying to like take care of the baby and stuff count for defending someone else? I know it's kind of flimsy.
Not right now. No, you didn't try to defend them.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not right now.
Yeah, I don't think I have accomplished any of mine, which is succeed in attach from my country and successfully gain entry to someone else's property, which by latter implies breaking and entering. So none for me, I guess.
Not yet. But that was to be expected. I just wanted this session to be, kind of laid down while I still get acclimated to the second edition rules.
Right. And I think we had a good time, like, getting to figure out our characters and how they interact. I think we
I
got a
hope
good
so.
group going on.
I hope so. So if you have
Yay.
any remarks, concerns, don't hesitate to tell me now or send me a message private if you want to.
Mhm.
We're gonna need a whole lot more frosted flakes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do hope you
Yeah,
enjoyed
I
the
think
session.
definitely I at least will be better next go around now that I'm more used to this system.
It's alright. I hope you enjoyed the session still.
Yes.
Absolutely.
This is fun.
And I'll see you next week.
See ya.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.
Have a good